I mean, I don't want like any one race to dominate it. I mean, a lot of Hispanic people are Catholic.
Yeah.
So they believe,
you know why?
They believe that though, the eternal.
You know why Hispanics are Catholic?
Not really.
Because your people came over and put them in slavery and made them Catholic.
Right.
Spaniards.
Conquistadors.
Spaniards came over there to the Aztec Maya and said, quote that up. This man is Jesus Christ, and this is who you're gonna worship. Right. And you gotta do what we're gonna say.
Well,
or
I know
kill.
Jesus ain't white.
Yeah, but that's why all the Hispanics are Catholic. Your people made them Catholic.
Yeah. Sicari. 1715. Yeah. On them street corners yelling out, where the BCV? Ain't no John Cena, nigga, cause you can come see me. If you ain't an Israelite, then you ain't kin to me. And if you don't come from Jacob, nigga, you's an enemy. That's right. On them street corners yelling out, where the BCV? Ain't no John Cena, nigga, cause you can come see me. If you ain't an Israelite, then you ain't kin to me. And if you don't come from Jacob, nigga, you's an enemy. Christians, they just mad because the Gentiles going in slavery. Boy, you don't know no Bible, you know nothing about soteriology. Look, just sit back, I'ma put you on eschatology. The way that I've been studying, yeah, I know the most, I'm proud of me. I don't even know.
How can he be saying in one verse he's gonna give condemnation to the Gentiles, but in another verse he's not condemning the world? Watch this. See, that's why you ran into somebody like me. I'm about to show you why. Give me that.
Where do we come from then? Y'all saying y'all came from...
You would be our twin brother. You come from a man called Esau, the twin brother of Jacob. And that's who your people descend from. You're an Edomite.
White people get America?
How did white people get America?
America was nothing. It was just
so there wasn't nobody over here?
It was just random Native Americans around.
And when it was
49.
And the Lord, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49.
So just to give you context, Deuteronomy are blessings and curses. Deuteronomy 28. He told us that if we follow God, we will be above everybody, and if we didn't, we would have these curses. Watch this. This is one of the curses.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the ends of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
So that's why y'all came over here. Y'all came from afar, as swift as the eagle flies. Hey, you know in y'all flag in Italy, what's in there? It's an eagle.
I'm not an Italian, so...
You just said your people come back to Spain from your father's side.
Well, I'm not. I mean, I don't know much about it, his side.
Well,
I just know he's got a very little bit.
According to God, whatever your father is, that's what he would see you. So he would see you as Italian or Roman, or who we would call him.
I would have to check. I'm not really, like I said, on his side, I'm really not that
Check a little bit, because if you go back...
I'm more familiar on my mom's side.
Now, if you go back and you gotta... Because
I know my mom is white and Israeli.
Well, we're not worried about the mother. It's all about your father.
I don't know about his side.
The man carried the seed. Right. So whatever your dad is, if you go back, ask your dad. You might go back to the Aztec mine. I mean, you were Israelite.
I don't know.
Cap.
You could be, but you told me you was Edomite, so I got to give you the judgment of Edomite. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what's all coming to you is destruction.
My thing was like, from the very beginning, there was like slavery from the Egyptians. They had the Israelites, and then the Romans did the same to. So it's been like this like non-stop. So how do you justify, like, say
chattel slavery is what your judgment is for. Servitude and bondmen in Slavic people have always existed, but never has a people group been reduced it to chattel or cattle or commodity, which is what your race did to the Israelites.
This nigga's scared.
Weren't they slaves?
Yeah, weren't they slaves?
They could have been. I don't know.
I believe they were. If I
don't believe that's chattel slavery. That's what he's trying to show you. Like
I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was like a Middle Eastern company. They had the Slovakians.
But that's like a more servitude slavery. Like when we was in Egypt, they still fed us. They just made us work.
Exactly.
See, y'all didn't even feed us good and woke us up early in the morning and said get to work. You know what I'm saying? Or come in there with another man's wife and just lay with him.
Right, torture. Right.
That's what America or
how
white
would you
people
describe like when the white people got the black people as slaves, the Africans sold y'all to the white people.
You got certain tribes that did that, but some of them. But some of them might be Hamitic people. Hamitic people are also going into captivity for what they have done to the Israelites. Because a lot of them aren't even our people. We migrated from Israel after 70 AD into East Africa, then we migrated into the West. So we've been mingling with the Hamites. But some of those Hamites, they know in certain tribes, these people aren't us. That's why they started selling us to the white man.
And those same Africans that ain't us, that sold us,
They got it too.
The Bible said they got a judgment too. This is the book.
Everybody getting
That's
a
what I was
judgment.
just my. That's what
Everybody gonna get a judgment. God is just, right?
That's
This is
right.
the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 9.
Straight up.
Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrese, and for 4,
Tyrese, the so-called Hamites, right?
I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom.
They go, you said, what about them Africans that sold them to the white man? It's already here. Y'all sold us. They sold us to y'all. So everybody getting a punishment. We just going through ours right now. Joe, give me a Joel too. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 2, verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory has he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye.
So yeah, we went into captivity, but we are the God's chosen people. It's like if you got a son, you don't care about other kids. Somebody come hit your son, you gonna go to war for him. That's how God feels about us.
Yeah, I've seen it go back and forth. I've seen like on YouTube. I watch this guy. He challenges people that
Yeah.
when y'all's believes. I believe he's a black dude too. I believe you might know who he is. He's like
Was it
I think
David Lynn?
maybe David Lynn or somebody like that.
Yeah, we all higher ups have already talked to him.
Maybe it's him. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
David Lynn, agree with most of what the two
He
said.
agrees with everything we teach.
Is he Canadian? Isn't there a Canadian guy?
That's David Lynn.
That's David Lynn. I knew
That's
exactly. I
David
knew
Lynn.
it.
Yeah.
I threw the spin. I'm like, you talking about
Yeah,
David
David Lynn. Yeah. So
Yeah, David
he's
Lynn.
challenged this though too.
He's
though.
challenged it, but he just said he admits that everything he's saying is correct. 'Cause we got a video.
I've watched a lot of David.
Look up
Lynn
somebody
videos,
called
so.
they call him the deacon. He's one of our higher ups. He's talked to him, and David Lynn admitted that everything we teach him.
So what would you say for like non-black, non-Native American, Spaniard descent? Like what would you say for us? What do we do? What are we supposed
What y'all got?
What are we supposed to do?
Lamentation
14.
Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them, and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, for servants and handmaids.
So when we go back into Israel, y'all gonna be our servants and handmaids.
So like in the afterlife, basically.
In the so-called afterlife.
Let me keep going.
Oh, hold on, get that real quick.
And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
So we're gonna rule y'all. Y'all gonna be our captives. Y'all gonna be our servants, handmaids. And we're gonna be living it up, and y'all gonna be in captivity. Now let me tell you this. Only for 1,000 years.
Yeah, that
Only
1,000 years of damnation.
1,000 years damnation. After
Hey,
I don't know the Bible like.
But you know something.
But I do know.
So after those 1,000 years, y'all do your captivity. Then after that, y'all live among us. But we're gonna be like the new America. Y'all gonna have to do what we say. Hey, these are the rules and regulations. These are the feast days y'all gotta keep. You can't do this. You can't do that. We're gonna be ruling.
Right.
Yes. But wow, yeah, that's right. So you don't even get to enjoy that part. See, after that, world hunger ends. Ain't no more war. Your people don't get to get none of
What
that.
about like in the end of times, like you know how they say the mark of the beast and all that stuff?
What about it?
Yeah, well, the people that reject it, you know, God says you're supposed to reject the mark of the beast and all this stuff.
Yeah, that's only for the context of Israel. So like your people, if you took the mark or not,
so it don't matter. If
yeah, you might as well just live it up. You gonna down here in America. No, give me that limitation.
No, I'm not taking it.
Right? So you ask like, what?
I wouldn't tell you take the mark.
I'm not taking it.
I mean, hey, for you, go ahead. I'll
No.
say, hey, forget it. You know? but you ask, what do the nations that ain't on that sign, what they need to do right now?
Yeah,
it's very
that
simple.
was my
It's very simple. This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwells in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto you.
You gonna get your punishment.
You shall be drunken, and you shall make yourself naked. So right now, the best thing people not on that sign can do, live it up, because that cup is coming to y'all. And what's that cup? This is Revelations 14 and verse 10. It reads, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God.
So y'all gonna get the wrath of God. So it's coming to this place with you here regardless, man. So you might as well live your best life in here.
which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb.
That fire and brimstone, when we go to war with Russia, did you see that cooking up? All the countries finna send them nukes over here.
China and all that.
That's what y'all getting. So right now, you see how close you might turn up, bro. Quit your job.
Max your credit card.
Go crazy, bro. Go crazy, because look, you don't even get to enjoy, if you're an Edomite, you don't even get to enjoy it.
So there's no way, according to y'all, there's nothing we can do. There's just nothing.
Hebrews 10 and 26.
Not according to us.
According to, well, I mean the Bible. Whatever.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken.
Any, because you're an Edomite, y'all getting extinct. That's just what God said.
12 and 16, not Hebrews 12 and 16.
You can't even repent.
So why was it like when God turned to the thief on the cross and the thief was a
The
murderer?
thief on the cross was Israelite.
Yes, sir.
So he was,
When you actually go through history in Rome, they were crucifying a lot of Israelites.
Yeah.
oh no, no, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
the thief on the cross was an Israelite.
And just so you will know that the disciples and the apostles had the same sentiment as the prophet, because everything these brothers reading to you today is prophecy. It's the
No,
words
I'm
of God,
listening.
right?
I know, I'm listening.
But I mean, contrary to popular Christian belief, they think all that is changed. This is the book of Acts, chapter 24 and verse 14. This is Paul. But I confess unto you that after the way which they call heresy, so worship I the God of my fathers, believing all things which are written in the law and in the prophets. So that would include Obadiah that he just read. That would include Jeremiah that we read, Amos that we read, all these scriptures that we just read to you. All the apostles and prophets, they all believe this exact same thing.
So my question would be like, why is it how do I word this? Like I'm trying to figure out how to word it. God's supposed to be a loving God and all that stuff, and forgive everybody. He asks you should be forgiven if you truly mean it, and your repentance and all this stuff. So why is someone like myself being punished for somebody that happened? I don't even know who the hell that that person is, basically.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
So like I showed you, we went into captivity because our forefathers was wicked.
Exactly.
So we got their punishment. The same thing happens to y'all. It's vice versa. Your forefathers was wicked, and the punishment that God is going to give to you is because of what your
So
forefathers did.
it's never, according to y'all, it's never going to end until the 1,000-year wrath is over.
After the 1,000 years,
Yeah.
they're going into captivity. But then after that, everybody's getting subjugated. Like we're taking everybody gold. Tax is going to be 100%. We just need
Tributary.
You said what's
Tributary.
Tributary.
a tributator?
Tributary. Tributary. There you go. There you go.
This is Exodus chapter 20.
Everybody over here know words.
This is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 5. You shall not bow down yourself to them nor serve them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation.
You get reincarnated and stuff like that. That's what the Bible speaks of. But whatever your forefather did in the past, you're gonna probably pay for that. And when it comes to you, whatever your forefather did, that's what you're gonna pay for. Because technically, that's you. It's a generation. Everybody comes back
I
and
don't
forth.
necessarily agree. It's me.
It does. Look, give me that,
I mean, I know what you're trying to say.
Get the blind man.
I know what
Yeah.
John 9.
John 9. Give me John 9. Watch this.
I mean, my deal would be like someone trying to judge you for something that happened to your great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. It's really not you. It's not,
It is though.
It is though. That's deep right there. Watch this.
It's the book of
That whole concept of when you die you go to hell and you live there for the rest of your life, you're in heaven for that's not what heaven is.
It's the book of 2 Ezra chapter 14, verse 35.
Bring it out.
For after death shall the judgment come.
After death, the judgment comes. When you gonna do what?
When we live again.
When you live again.
Yeah, I agree.
So when you come back, you live your judgment on earth. That's why sometimes you see homeless people. He could have been wicked in his past life,
Yeah. Right.
and that's why he homeless.
A stillbirth.
A stillbirth.
You're saying that he's reincarnated?
Who?
Like you're saying, because he was wicked.
Everybody gets punished for what they did in their past life.
Well, I agree. Everybody has to answer. I do agree with
Yeah,
that.
but in your past life, you live out.
But what I believe, and I know, I
Give me
mean,
the
y'all are
place
going to
of judgment.
disagree, so I know that already. But
Yeah, give me John.
all I was going to say is that everybody's going to have to answer to God when we die. We're all going to meet God, and we're all going to have to.
And he's going to tell your judgment.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Then you're going to come back on earth. You're going to live again, and you're going to live out your place of judgment on earth.
I don't see. That's where I don't.
Watch this,
I don't
watch
think
this.
we are going to live.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
What's under the sun?
It's just darkness. It's hell.
No, what's under the sun? The sun right there. We under it, ain't we?
Trees.
The earth.
Oh, the earth.
The earth is the place of judgment.
Right.
Yeah.
This is where judgment is. This is where everything happens.
Exactly.
And don't nothing happen in the spirit world, but you just be a spirit.
You ain't resting.
You don't have a body to experience pain.
Yeah. When you die, there's no body.
Yeah.
The spirit goes. The body stays.
You can't burn a soul because it doesn't have any nerves.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
So
No, I agree. I agree with that.
So technically, every spirit goes back up to the Father. This is Ecclesiastes
No, I
chapter
agree.
12 verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
So you
I
die,
agree.
you turn unto God, God takes your judgment, you come back on earth, you live again, you live out that judgment.
See, that's where I don't. That's where I disagree. I don't think
That's the Bible.
That's the Bible.
No, I agree. I agree with everything you said, but I just don't agree with that. We're going to come back again. I think once we're dead,
Get
we're either,
done.
we're either
Get
in
done.
heaven for the eternity,
John,
or we're
I put this photo up, and I drop them, because I don't care. I don't care.
in hell for eternity.
Hey,
that's what I believe.
Good question. So when Christ said that Elijah had to come back, who was Elijah that came back?
Like I said,
We
y'all know.
about to get there.
Go ahead.
We got this
You can read it, you
thing.
can read it.
So this is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
So when Christ comes back, the people that pierced him are going to see him. How is that going to happen if they die and they don't come back?
2,000 years ago.
Well,
that-
I mean, they can see him from heaven. I mean, they can see him, you know.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
So they come, this is
I mean, they
this is
can look
taking place in
down.
heaven.
I mean, well, no, you're talking about
Revelation,
Revelation.
this happened.
No, Revelation is going to happen on
So
earth.
when Christ comes back, the people that pierced him are going to see him.
This is Revelations 1 and 7. Behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
Shall see him.
Is it-
Read the kid.
And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
That's on earth. That's not in
So
heaven.
what about when it says in Revelation that once God conquers the beast and devil and all that stuff, he's gonna send him, to Hades for thousand years, and then he's gonna bring the new kingdom to
Yeah, that dragon that's being talked about, that's talking about your people.
That's right.
But what about how he's talking about he's gonna bring the new kingdom into Israel and all that?
That's when Christ comes back, he's going to go to war with the nations.
Yeah.
He's going to put everybody in subjection, and the new kingdom of Israel is going to be on earth.
Okay. So what is he talking about when he says after 1,000 years he's gonna release the?
I'm talking about Revelation 20.
Revelation 20, the 3,000 year period.
So what you're talking about is the Dark Ages and the Renaissance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the Renaissance when Satan got bound for 1,000
Right,
years.
yeah.
That's talking about when after the Romans, when y'all fell, our people rised up. Because if you didn't notice, in Europe we kind of ruled Europe a little bit. Like King James, some people say that he was black, and it's actually true. A lot of us that went into captivity don't even understand. We come from Europe, and we was ruling. And your people was like, that's when y'all was cavemen. You driven y'all back in the caves, and for 1,000 years y'all was sealed shut. And after those 1,000 years y'all got released. Satan and that is talking about the white man.
Right. It's like it. And I'll tell you that if
Go
you
ahead.
look it up, the Dark Ages lasted for about 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
Yeah, that's
So that's talking when your people fell, y'all was down low, and after 1,000 years y'all came back.
Because we even begin to take over during the time of the Holy Roman Empire.
Yeah, we do. So that's what that's talking about. All that is metaphorical. You're not finna get the breakdown from the Christian church.
So another thing that's always confused me was like, how you got different churches believing different stuff. So how did that all come from?
Because even what Paul said is going to be a great falling away. Where's
Because you
that?
got Baptist, you got Catholic, you got
That's because
Protestant, you got
well,
Methodist.
Paul prophesied that after the disciples died, he was going to be a great falling away where people was going to start just coming up with different doctrines.
2 Thessalonians 2.
Yeah. After that, that's when you get Catholic, Baptism, all that.
You're right. That's why because that's always confusing.
Because that's what happened when the Council of Nicaea. That's when they started coming up to saying God and Jesus the same person and stuff like that. After that, you get many different denominations because some people didn't agree with that, some people did. Then over time, they
put the books together.
They don't agree with certain things in that, so they start their own stuff. They start breaking down after that. So the Word of God got.
What do y'all think of I know the Catholics believe in like purgatory and all that kind of stuff. Y'all believe there's any
Purgatory is talking about
eternal damnation.
Eternal damnation?
Yeah.
It's not even on eternal damnation because we even said that the Gentiles are only going to slavery for 1,000 years in this world peace.
So what is it like? A lot of Hispanic people are Catholic.
Yeah.
So they believe.
You know why?
They believe that though. The eternal.
You know why Hispanics are Catholic?
Not really.
Because your people came over and put them in slavery and made them Catholic.
Right.
Conquistadors.
The Spaniards came over there to the Aztec Maya and said, this man is Jesus Christ, and this is who you're gonna worship. Right. And you gotta do what we're gonna say.
Well, I know
kill.
Jesus ain't white.
Yeah, but that's why all the Hispanics are Catholic. Your people made them Catholic. But you go ahead.
Same reason why most black people are Christians.
But I'm just saying. But you're saying you don't believe in the purgatory. But most Catholics.
I'm gonna be real with you. Anything from the Christian church, they don't. That's not coming from the Bible. That's just made up. They took something, they read one verse and said, I'm gonna make a doctrine out of that and ran with it. So what we do is reread the whole thing in its whole context. Right. We're not gonna cherry pick anything.
Exactly.
That's why I told you the truth. Like in the end, they only gotta be servants for 1,000, or slaves for 1,000 years in this world peace.
Like the 7 deadly
So
sins.
you should want us to rule, man. We gonna stop cancer. Right. Nobody gonna be hungry no more.
No, I mean
war.
I don't want like any one race to dominate it.
That's too damn bad.
I know it's happened in the past. I know it's happened in the past.
I know you may not want it, but that's how God is gonna have it set up. Is that one person, one race of people is gonna dominate the whole planet.
So how do you feel about the white race dominating the world right now?
Well, I believe right now, that's changing a lot right now.
What?
It has changed a lot. Look,
Hell no.
all right, let me give you an example.
Hold on, brother.
That's now.
Yeah, brother, hold on.
Can I give you an example?
What?
Would you be able to do this in 1920?
Would be able to talk and be free?
Yes, sir.
No, because my people was in captivity. But just because y'all don't, but you gotta understand how great y'all people have gotten up. You don't gotta put me in slavery no more.
We even elected a black president, Barack Obama.
Man, what do he do for black people?
I agree. I personally agree.
So why you bring up Obama?
But I'm saying though,
he legalized homosexuality.
But even Obama wasn't of our
But that's true. He was a Hamite. You know I told you about the Hamite?
Yeah.
He would be one of them that sold us to y'all.
That's right.
So he not even one of us.
but I'm just saying that y'all aren't like what y'all used to. I mean, it's not like y'all are like at the very bottom anymore. I mean, y'all have had a.
We're literally at the very bottom.
Right
now. The average income for a black American is $17,000. You know what the average income for a white person is? Probably like $150,000.
I think it's like 200.
It's like $200,000.
I don't buy that.
Y'all are so much higher than us.
I'll Google it.
It's literally nothing we can do to catch up to y'all. You can Google it. Matter of fact, you got that book on you? Oh, you ain't even got the book.
How much that? I got
Matter
it
of
right
fact, what's that say?
So it says that, well, this is in 2022. It says ages are at it's like 100,000. White people are 77,000. Black people are 52,000. Hispanics lower than the national median. American Indian and Alaska Native lower than the national median.
So even all of us, our people are still at the bottom.
So according
Ain't
to
nothing
this,
changed.
it's
What you looking at?
52,860, while the average income was 76,000. So it says basically the average black income
Is what?
52,860.
Yeah, we just read it.
And everybody else is 76,000.
Yeah, no, you just read it.
We just read
But
it.
what is it to the white people?
I just said it just says everybody else is around 76,000.
So we don't even compare.
But that's
Do you know like the richest man in the world has $192 billion?
How do you explain all the rich black people that are out there? There's a bunch of rich black people. I know there's a lot of poor
But
black
check this
people.
out.
I get that.
That's why I was about to break down to you. Like, what's his name? Elon Musk has $192 billion. All our rich black people still don't touch how much money he has.
Right. I don't agree.
And money does not equate to liberation in your mental state of mind. That's why when black people get rich, what do? We buy a nice car, a nice house, we buy some racist homosexuals clothes, right? That's what we do. We overcompensate with materialism. When your people get rich, what do? They get stocks and investment and they triple their money.
Save the money.
Exactly. It's because we have been stripped of our well-being and our common sense.
But y'all have common sense. Y'all know y'all can invest. You're gonna tell me you don't know how to invest? You're not going.
No, I'm gonna be real with you. Hold on. My father.
That's what you said.
Wait, hold on.
That don't make no sense.
Hold on. My father is a businessman.
Yes, sir.
And that's the first thing he taught me was your people didn't give us the breakdown on how to be rich. Y'all kept it for yourselves. Y'all got all the way up there. Then now we back to what and started learning just now. Y'all been doing that since like the 1930s.
In fact,
10 years ago, black people just got into stocks.
And if you have a black man with money, as soon as you say anything about white people, what to do, they cancel him and they take all this money away.
Exactly.
So his riches is still in the hand of you white people. Y'all allowing him to be rich. Right.
You see Kanye, what's his, they froze his whole bank account. So what does that money really mean
That's
to me?
because of what, that's the, I believe the government's crooked as shit.
Yeah.
And that's because he doesn't go by what they want him to go by.
But the government is ran by who?
Right.
White people.
Right.
So therefore y'all have the power to, even if I'm a millionaire, you can say, no you're not.
They literally, after emancipation in 1865, in a span of 40 years, black people, if not superseding, became equivalent to white people as far as economics. And the way y'all responded was vagrancy laws, the black codes, you de-industrialized black neighborhoods, you bombed black neighborhoods, right? And the Klan, that's where the Klan came from. Because we became so successful in a matter of 40 years.
How come most black people are Democrats when the KKK is the one who started the Democrat Party?
Because they, I think it's JBL.
JFK.
No, it's
we black people.
LBJ, he made it to where he was gonna be Democrat for 200 years.
Black people, for the record, initially black people were conservative.
Yeah, but I'm saying, why did that all of a sudden change?
Because we were fooled, right? Like what he's bringing out right now.
When Biden come out and say, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Yeah, I was like, you got.
Then he got a black woman, a so-called black woman, as his little side puppet. You know what I'm saying?
And now we homosexuals.
Now we homosexuals. We ride for Biden.
So why
people don't understand what's really going on.
Why don't y'all? I mean, I know this may not have anything to do with religion, but it's more political. Why is it that y'all are still stuck into have to vote Democrat, have to vote Democrat? Because if you look at the percentages, the last election, only 9% didn't vote Democrat. So why? It's kind of like y'all are brainwashed into.
We are.
Voting Democrat.
So like, y'all mean to keep interrupting. Do you know?
I'm just curious.
Christians know we preaching the word every day. How can you compare a king into a slave? My people, they be struggling on Section 8. Our options are to go to jail or get led to the grave. KJV, I'm keeping it right on my side. Love the Lord, that's Deuteronomy verse 6 and 5. We in slavery, we gotta work just to survive. It's life or death, your choice is either is dead or alive. Preach it to the wind, cause it's low, gotta pick up. Make a heat and breathe in reverse like a hiccup. Eat them deceive in a row, you can't trick us. Dolce Gabbana to fit, let's flick up. Casa Amigo to drink, let's sip up. Psalms 83, all the heat and had clipped up. Glock holder 50, I'm picking my clip up. Chill with the brothers, new mood, let's link up. They say the Lord love everyone that is blasphemy. Brother fall out of the truth, that's a tragedy. He nigga get salvation, a fallacy. Teaching my people and I do it happily. Don't call you niggas like Davis, I'm Anthony. Pray for the kingdom, I do it so anxiously. Spend 750 on shoes at the gallery. Israel go up, never down with its gravity. Esau be chillin', just looking from balcony. I made the whole world, including the galaxy.